Day 1. The Prophets. Trusting God for the Promise. Today is the first day of our series, and thus it is fitting that we start at the very beginning of the Christmas story. However, the beginning of the story doesn't start with the angel telling Mary she will have a baby. It doesn't start with the wisemen seeing a strange star in the sky, or the shepherds hearing the host of heaven singing. No. The story begins hundreds of years before any of these characters were even alive. It starts with a few Israelite prophets who were collectively given an incredible message. Approximately 700 years before the birth of Jesus, the prophets Isaiah, Micah, and Hosea foretold events that would take place. Isaiah 7:13-14 says, "Hear now, O house of David, it is a small thing for you to weary men, but will you weary my God also? Therefore the Lord himself will give you a sign. Behold, the virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Immanuel." Likewise, Micah 5:2 proclaims, "But you, Bethlehem, though you are little among the thousands of Judah, yet out of you shall come forth to me the one to be ruler in Israel, whose goings forth are from of old, from everlasting." And finally, Hosea promises in Hosea 11:1, "When Israel was a child, I loved him, and out of Egypt I called my son." Together, these verses not only offer foreshadows of key moments in the story to come, but also glimpses of the tremendous faith of the men who spoke them. Each of these three men showed tremendous faith in God. They prophesied things that no one alive during their time would ever get to see. Has God ever told you something that was so incredible, so out of the ordinary, so bizarre that you knew if anyone found out about it, they would call you crazy? Now imagine that your crazy, off-the-wall statement would not come to pass until your great, 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 great grandchild walked the earth. That's 28 generations between you and the fulfillment of your promise. How many times do we give up on the promises that God gives us because they don't come within our expected time frame? What if we never see the promises fulfilled in our lifetime? Does that make God wrong? No. Does it mean that perhaps we have trouble discerning the voice of God? While sometimes that can be the case, there are other times when, like the prophets, we have to hold on to the promise with the understanding that God cannot lie, even when circumstances are shouting at us to give up. This Christmas, let's choose to believe like the prophets and have faith that God will do what he said he will do.